Good morning, beloved. My name is Ebenezer Padere. Today's Open Heavens, June 2nd, 2024 topic says, God rewards. The Bible reading is taken from the book of Matthew chapter 6 verse 1 to 18, while our memory verse is taken from the book of Ephesians chapter 6 verse 8, which says, knowing that whatsoever good things any man doeth, the same shall he receive of the Lord, whether he be bond or free. The main message. In over 50 years that I have been serving God, I have observed that He always rewards those who give to Him and work for Him. As long as you live a holy life as His child, He will thank you for whatever you do for Him. The topic we are looking at this morning says God rewards. God rewards. And He has diverse way of rewarding His people. Anything you do for Him, He has diverse way of rewarding you. When God says thank you, it's a reward. That is one of the ways of that is one of the ways He used to reward you. Saying thank you by God to you is a way of rewarding you. Peradventure, that is if you do something for Him. God is not a debtor. He rewards people that have done one or two things for Him. Let's move on. Some years ago, I was going to Port Harcourt, a city in southern Nigeria, for a crusade. God told me about a man that I met at the Full Gospel Businessmen Fellowship International Conference and said that I should stay in his house. I had only met this man once. I called him and told him what God said, and he shouted and cried in joy. I stayed at his house and grew very fond of his firstborn, who was a very small boy. One day, I was getting ready to go for the crusade when the children arrived from school. I did not see my little friend, so I asked his father about him, and he told me that he was at the hospital battling for his life. He had ingested some poison while at school. Immediately I heard God say, that was why I asked you to stay here. This is another way of rewarding us. God rewards. God may choose to reward you by sending someone to you to come and rescue you, to come and help you. Now, our Father the Lord met this man once, just in a meeting. He met him once. After some time, he called him. This is what I was told to do. Come down to come and stay. To come down to come and stay in your house. Because God rewards. So He sent a man of God to this man. He sent someone to this man. Let's continue as we see what God has to see why God sent our Father in the Lord to this man. God had seen in advance that danger was coming to this man's house, and that was why he told me to stay there. I later discovered that this man had told all his colleagues in the Full Gospel Businessmen Fellowship that he will pay for all their outreaches for 1 year. With such a sacrifice, it was not surprising that God decided to protect his home from danger. I went to pray for the boy in the hospital on my way to the crusade that evening. When I got there, the doctor signaled to me that there was no hope, but I prayed, and by the time I returned, I met him at home because he had been discharged. The boy's father had pledged to give to God, and in turn, God rewarded him by saving his son from death. Wow. So the reason why God sent the man of God to this man, like I said earlier, that He has so many ways of rewarding His people. So you will now see that the reason why He sent our Father the Lord to this man is because this man is a cheerful giver. He promised a particular outreach. He promised a particular group of people that is going to, finance all what they need to make all what they will need for the outreach for a whole year. What a huge sacrifice! And do you think that God will not allow devil to strike this family? No. And that is why God sent our Father the Lord into his life, so that he can rescue the man from the danger that's ahead. God rewards, and he has his diverse way of doing that. He has diverse method of doing that. See the method that God used to rescue this man by sending our Father and the Lord to him. And God used the method successfully, and the man was rescued from the death, from the dangerous death that's ahead. I pray in the name of Jesus, as you do something for God, your reward will not be denied. Let's move on. God rewards us bountifully whenever we give him anything from the depth of our heart. In our Bible reading for today, you will understand that God sees all you do for him in secret and will reward you in the open. He will never forget anything that you do for him. Just do something for God. You will see God rewarding you bountifully. You see, one thing about God, whenever he wants to reward you, he reward you more than what you have done for him. Our Father the Lord said here that God reward us bountifully. He reward. Look at the death that devil has planned for the sons of that man. What money will not buy. The doctor even signals to our Father that this one has gone already. There is no hope. The challenge is not the money, but look at what God did. What money could not buy, God gave it to this man. So anytime God wants to reward us, we should have it at the back of our mind that we are going to receive more than what we have done for him. Let's move on. Have you done things for God that will make him determined to give you a great reward? So this one, if the topic we are dealing with, say God rewards. So if you've not done anything for him, there's no point of him rewarding you. God, you must, before you can enjoy the word that will come from God, you must do something for him. No service, no reward. You must do. If those who that receive the reward from God are the people that have done one or two things for him. So if you have not done anything for God at all, start planning to do one or more, so that why? Because the reward is going to be many. You are going to receive more than what you have given to him. Before I go, I want to leave you with this key point that says, never hesitate to do anything for God, because he will surely reward you for it. Until I come on your way tomorrow, remain blessed.